In this session, I'm going to talk about file and folder permission in Linux. Now, here for every file and folder, you have three different permissions. First level is the owner, the second level is group, and the third is others. Now, and at every level, you have three different, that is read, write, execute. Now, whether it is a file or a folder is defined by one character which is at the start of the permission. If it is D, it is a directory. If there is nothing, then it is a file. Now, if I have a read permission, I can read the file. If I have write permission, I can write or edit the file. Now, this execute permission is at the file and folder level. If I have execute permission, that means I can go inside a folder. If I don't have execute permission, I cannot go inside the folder. If I don't have execute permission, I cannot execute that file. So at the file level, execute permission is required if you want to run that particular file. Now, if you are the owner of the file, so this permission can control your access level also. And remember, as the owner of the file, you can change the permission of yourself and others also. So if you want a group, say a group can contain multiple users. If you give access to a particular group, all the users in that group has access to those permissions on that particular file or folder. Now this others is remaining users who is not a owner and is not a part of that group. All the other users in your Linux system fall under this others category. So if you give permissions to others for read and execute, then he can go inside that folder and read the files. He can, if it is a file, he can read that file, but he cannot write that file or he cannot edit that file. If you give write permissions to others, anybody in the system can edit that particular file. So you can control the permissions or the security of a file or folder using this particular permissions, read, write, execute at each individual level. So how do I change permissions? So you have the command chmod if you want to change the permission. So the three categories user, group and owner. If you want to change that respective, if you want to add a permission, you will use plus sign. If you want to remove a permission, you will use minus sign. If I want to give read write to the owner, that is the user, whoever is the owner itself, I will say chmod user plus read write. If I want to just give read, u plus r. So if I for a similarly for group G plus R, G plus RW or G plus RWX, anything you can do. For others it is O plus. O is not owner, here O is a others and U is the user, that is owner of that file. Now if you want to revoke a permission, you have to use minus. So if I want to read from others, I can say others read, execute, remove, revoke all the permission. If I want to just revoke the write, I can say chmod o minus w, that particular file name or folder. Now if I want to recursively remove the file permission in the subfolders also, I can use minus r at chmod level. So chmod minus r o minus w folder name, it will revoke from your folder, also from the subfolders and files inside that particular folder. Thank you for watching this video. Let's look at a small demo.